Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant and welcome back for more of Let's Play Jet Force Gemini. With everybody's bosses out of the way, we can now take on Mizar's palace, and we could have come here with anybody as soon as we finish their bosses, but I decided to leave all 3 Mizar runs until the end because it seemed that was the appropriate thing to do. First we'll be doing Juno's run through here. Vela's going to come through here, and Lupus is going to come through here. Each of them have to go through a different area, each specializing with their own abilities. However, before we start this Juno's Mizar Palace run, we have a little business to attend to. We have to get the health extension that we missed on Eshibon, which is just over here. How the hell did I not see this thing? And now that we have that out of the way, let's run in guns a-blazing, because that's always the smartest thing to do! There's this wide open room, really memorable for me, with this reflective finish on the floor. I don't know what it's made of, but it looks pretty. So we just fire away at a couple of these drones that aren't really anything to write home about. They're just typical drones. They don't do much of anything except die and shoot. You know the drill. These ones are particularly weak. I mean, they don't even have shields, they don't have any special weapons, just a couple of shots and they're done. Nothing too special here. I always love the reflective finish on the floor here, and this fountain is especially reflective. But there's this pyramid-like thing over here, and this is actually Juno's entrance. I don't know if there's anything to the side of this pyramid or not, I never really checked. Is there anything over here? I guess not. Down there is where we'll be going with Vela, surprise, surprise. But in here is where we go with Juno. He's the only one that could get through that door, believe it or not, and we've entered the lobby of Mizar's palace. Pretty long and winding. I didn't miss any upgrades, did I? Yes, I did. Always look around and check by the entrance, guys. You never know what you may find. Even though I didn't really need pistol capacity. 800 shots with the pistol. You're not going to be using the pistol that much. But if we approach this little "you are here" sign, I suppose that's where we are, and I don't know what those random numbers are. They're probably random, but there are 2 side rooms at the back here that we want to check out. And I don't know which one has the tribals behind them. I just want to make sure that the tribals don't die. So I'll go collect them right now, and half the time when I do that, they usually do die. Well, is it usually if it happens half the time? I don't know, you guys be the judge of that. I just want to take care of you guys before I take care of the other drones. I don't know why I'm not taking out the flying drones first. I usually do that. I guess I'm just not in the mood today. Whatever. We'll find a nice safe spot to camp out for those things as soon as I collect some ammunition here. And now that we're in position, let's take them out. At long, long last. Well, it's not like you were waiting all day for me to see that. What am I talking about? I'm not waiting for you to see something, and you're not waiting for me to see something. What is he saying? Since when has anything I said made sense? But we arrive in this room. We've already found the tribals in this section. I don't think we have any more to find over here. A couple of capacity upgrades. I hope they're helpful. Grenades and shotgun. Neither of them were helpful. Yeah, you'll find I use the machine gun a lot in this game. A lot more than I remembered that I did. I think I used the tri-rockets a little more freely when I was younger. But I've just found the machine gun to be the most effective weapon to use. I mean, the pistol doesn't fire fast enough. The plasma shotgun requires charging. Anything explosive doesn't have enough ammo except grenades, and those aren't very useful to use. And big dude! I guess we'll take care of you first, since you're big. And I think he's dead, so I guess we'll take out the flying drones next. And these are the ones that circle around and don't really shoot at you if they're not in formation. And are there any tribals back here? Why did I think there were? I keep mistaking the rooms. Can we blow up a couple of you guys with the barrels? I suppose we could, we just did. And just like I said before, using machine gun ammo without really any concern about how much we're using, because it's just so easy to use, and their heads just come flying right off. And there's a guy behind me that I completely forgot about. I'll take care of you later, buddy. Actually, you know what I'd like to try? He's just up there, fidgeting around, knowing that he can't shoot me from where he is. So I'll just shoot him from here. Sorry, buddy. Oh, you can shoot me. How's that? I didn't think you could. Okay. Well, you just lost your head for it. And now he's dead. Was that even a life force door? Did we have to kill him? Not so sure about that one. But I enjoyed killing him. It was fun. My god, what have I become since I started this Let's Play? But there's a whole family of tribals over there we can save, in addition to 20 Gemini, very nice, and Mizar tokens. I haven't shown off the Diamond Geezer yet. One of these days I will, but I just haven't found him to be very useful. I mean, there are a couple of weapons you don't find ammo refills for too much, and he's very useful for that. I mean, shurikens... I didn't really explain this when I picked them up in the first episode. You don't get refills for those outside of the room where you pick them up. So the Diamond Geezer is usually helpful for that if you find one of those rare extensions for it. But if you took a closer look at the map, you'd see this little filled-in dot, which is indicating that one of these holes is not actually a torch, because down here is actually the area we need to go. And throwing back to Final Fantasy, Juno can also survive falls of infinite height without a scratch on him. Although I'm not sure how long he fell unconscious for when he made that jump, I'm thankful he didn't land on his feet, because it probably would have shot his leg bones up into his... not worrying about the anatomy of it. There are drones down here! When are they going to start rushing us? There you are! Oh, wait a second. Shurikens. Wasn't I talking about shurikens? Let's use shurikens. Hey guys, do you like getting shurikened? Yes, you do. I love the shurikens. I never really made good use of them before, but by God, they are so helpful, and they give you so many heads too. But the only thing about them is that you don't get refills for them that easy. You just have to go around, pick up the ones that you use. It's like when you're a kid. You have to go back, pick up the toys when you're finished with them. Because nobody's going to give you free refills on your toys. And you just ran behind the wall. I don't know if these lock on if you don't actually lock on yourself, if you don't do the manual lock on. I know they do try to come back to you if you give them room to. That's why they sort of boomerang around. Where did you go? Oh, that was your ammo. I could have sworn you sent the shuriken flying at me. Your head's gonna disappear before I can get it, isn't it? Nope. Where did that shuriken go? I mean, I could very well just visit the Diamond Geezer to get all of my shurikens back after I use them, but I just like cleaning up after myself. Even though I'm usually too lazy to in real life. But there are a couple of doors down here. This is why I came to the right instead of taking the left path when we came in, because there are tribals down here. And unlike a couple of other areas we'll come through here with Vela and Lupus, Juno's path does not loop around, so if you don't go down the right section, you'll miss these two rooms, and you won't find all the tribals and wonder, where the hell are they? I've been there before. But I believe we found all the tribals in this section. The only ones remaining are the ones outside, or they may be in a side room on the left path. But that should about do it for everything on this side. And of course, all the health and Mizar tokens respawn when we re-enter the room. So, we're taking the left path this time, and... Got any shield drones down here? Where are you guys? I know you're just waiting to be jumped by a dude with shurikens. Mizar tokens, not very helpful. I don't know why I'm in the manual targeting thing. I guess I'm just waiting to be jumped at this point. There really isn't a need for me to do that. You just walk a little bit slowly. I'm a bit curious to see if the shuriken does home in on enemies without you having to target them. This is a blank wall. There's nothing there. And another side room. How do I know it's a side room? You'll know the main room when you see it. And in here, there are a couple of coward drones. What are they doing here, I wonder? Giving us free health? I don't know. But the tribals are over there. And, you know what? I'm not in a very generous mood today. I'm actually in a mood to show off those cockroaches eating the remains of the drones. Yup. Gotta love rare. The cockroaches actually go and eat the dead bodies. I heard a rumor that in Ocarina of Time the Redeads would eat the dead. Maybe not Ocarina of Time, maybe it was another one of the Zelda games. I've never actually seen a Redead eat a dead Redead, but very curious to see that. I may try it out sometime. But in here... Oh, why do I still have the shurikens equipped? Do I have something on my quick weapon changer? No, I don't. I reset all those, or that was on a different file. Whatever. You can die, buddy. I've never seen Redads actually eat each other. Secret area behind the drone that we killed, and there's another bonus feature. I doubt anybody cares what the bonus features are, but if you really do care, leave a comment and I'll check to see what bonus feature you unlock. Most of them are from multiplayer. But this is the reason why we could only come in here with Juno, and this is the first time that it's been relevant. Juno, because he's wearing a full body suit, can walk in lava and not be harmed. Like it's water. You hear it splishing around like it's water. I don't know if Floyd can touch it, though. I don't know if that even becomes relevant, if he can fly down low enough to get in the lava. I mean, I could try it, but I doubt it would make a difference. So we've made it to the opposite side. We haven't seared our legs off. And we found the last two tribals here. So now I just want to make sure there isn't a capacity upgrade on the opposite side of this column. I don't believe they'd hide anything in the lava because it would probably incinerate. And... we're done with Juno's area in Mizar's palace, so now we can move on to the main area, the main plaza. I forget what this is called. I don't know if it even has a name. I'm just going to call it the main plaza. And in here you'll find these two circling rings. Anybody remember Diddy Kong Racing, Star City? I don't know which of these came first, but they always reminded me of each other. Whenever I saw Star City, I would think about these rings, and whenever I saw these rings, I'd think about Star City. But I digress. This is where the other two characters will come in on their trips. We're looking for the one that Lupus would come into here. And you'll find, out in front of his section, is a Floyd pad. And this is, by far, the easiest Floyd mission in the game. This is the only one that's required to get to the first boss. Collect 3 power keys and find the pyramid generator. It's not going to show us where that is it? Oh, yeah, there it is. Doesn't really hint to where it is, but it does show us what it looks like. So, the first thing we have to do is find these little Triforce things. The first one, I missed. Right up above the rings here. The second one is a lot more difficult to get. It's in this area over here in the high up section. High up section, sure. You have to fly through that window. It's a lot more difficult than I made it look. And once you've done that, you head over to the face-looking thing that even has instructions for you. Say, Floyd Triforce Pyramid. We don't know what the pyramid is yet, but I have a feeling once we go in here we will. So we get the last power key, and we enter the generator thingamabob, and something will happen for no reason. I suppose they needed to do this to make sure that you got Floyd, because for whatever reason, Floyd is required. I mean, it's required for this, obviously, but it's required later on in the game. One of the Floyd missions, you absolutely have to gold rank to 100%. And there's a Floyd mission way, way late in the game that's very plot relevant. I know, surprising that anything in this game is plot relevant. In fact, I tend to forget that this story is plot-driven because I don't really pay too much attention to it, nor do I think it really should be. There's not much to it. Ant drones come, They enslave tribals. We try to save them. That's really it. There are a bunch of smaller things going on, but those are the only ones we care about. And where did the rings go? I liked the rings. They were the coolest part of the palace. But for some reason, a giant pyramid comes down into the very center of the main plaza. I don't know why it was floating up in the air to begin with, or why Mizar decided to float it down here now. At this point, you start thinking, Mizar, it's probably a trap. It couldn't get more obvious than this. He makes sure that all three of the members come down here. He makes sure that the pyramid is inaccessible until they get here. And as soon as it comes down, it'll be revealed to us that he really wants us to come in. What makes me say that? He opens up 3 doors with our logos above them. Really, guys, we're gonna fall for this. We're really just gonna walk in and be at his mercy. I mean, who knows what's in there? There could be a guillotine on the other side of the door, and he'll just decapitate us as soon as we walk in. I don't know what's running through these kids' heads. I don't think they care, though. Did the Floyd pad just disappear? I don't think we can access it again. No, it just disappeared. That's the one Floyd mission that you can't not expert rank, because you can only access it once for this time. But it's time for us to head through Juno's door. Now, before you head through this door, make sure that there isn't anything you'd like to take care of with Juno. Not that you wouldn't be able to go back for it later. In fact, you will have to go back for stuff later. But once Juno walks through this door, you have to let the plot play itself out before you can get him back again. See a wide open room inside the pyramid. Looks a little bit larger than the pyramid itself from the outside. And a column rises up from beneath the floor in front of the door that Juno came through. He walks up to it ever so slowly. Wonders what's going on for a bit, but eventually takes the hint, jumps on. The lights start to dim. And Juno starts regretting his decision immediately when the column starts flashing. I still don't understand why they do this. It's quite obviously a trap. I mean, at the same time, this is the only way they'll get to Mizar, but seriously, if you're going to take down your biggest enemy, do it on your terms, don't do it on his. But at this point, Juno is now inaccessible. He's going to be in suspended animation until the other two get here, which is going to have to wait until next time. This is UniversalGiant, and I'll see you then.